You okay, man?
Legendary moments will be captured. So stand up, scream, and make sure the boys feel you.
And the only thing else I got to say is, how about
I don't think it's any better. It's a little better.
Good evening, everybody. Sorry, it says good, but I'm having internet issues all of a sudden. I apologize. We'll give it a second go around. Phil, do you think it's because I'm using 1080p for some reason? I've never had that problem before.
No, I mean, it shouldn't. It shouldn't be that way.
Yeah,
I mean,
it says it's good right now, but I have no idea what's going on. But we're going to go with it. Anyway,
yeah, let's do it.
welcome, everybody. I hope everybody's having a good night. We are 1 week away from the draft. Phil, are you excited?
I am very excited. Just so many possibilities. Where's everybody? You know, who falls? Who's, I think you pointed out in one of your videos that this draft is one of those drafts where, you haven't seen it in a while, but 1, 2, and 3 could be quarterbacks. Obviously, that should be the option, the thought. If somehow Arizona was to trade out or something like that, maybe there's 4 quarterbacks. It's just, that's something I have not seen in a while. You used to see that quite a bit, especially during like those Peyton Manning era times. But I'm excited to see what direction we go. Are we able to really stick to the because people are talking about best player available versus need? Well, what the let me just say it without cussing, but why can't we get both? I mean, there's a point where we need shit, and there is some good players there. So I think in the early rounds, we can definitely get need plus best player available. It can get tricky within that middle if you don't trade back. I think you're very limited to what you have. But hell, man, either way, you're coming away from this draft with some starters, and I'm excited about that potential, that new guy that's coming into the team that's going to make that impact, that hope, that dreams. To me, it's a great time of year, and I really, really love the draft.
Yeah, me too. I was talking to Phil. Sometimes I get a little, I like going, but it's just the whole packing and actually getting things. Once you're there, it's one thing, but getting there, if I'm flying, it's a little different. It's a little bit more. But at night when we'll be doing the drafting, the bottom line is, what is the Cowboys going to do? That's what I want to know. What is the Cowboys going to do?
I don't even think they know.
If it's anything like my internet, we're screwed. But other than that, I think we'll be all right. I just told Mark, he's like blowing us up. How about a chef's hat?
Yeah, I was like, oh man, I was like, okay.
You know what, dude? Don't you know our schedule by now? Do you care that less about us that you don't know that we're live? I don't know.
Well,
I know we're not.
We're busy souls,
I know we're not big time and all, but
Jack Beaker, you are exactly right. I get excited about those undrafted free agents. I see a lot of guys at the back actually go undrafted that I would really love to see them sign. I'm going to take it out on my old lady's sinkhole tonight. Oh wow, Dirty Sanchez, living up to the legend. I you gotta love it. When I look at this draft. One thing that stands out to me it could be a big jump going forward is the possibility of drafting a running back early. I don't want to do it. You don't want to do it.
It's not going to happen.
You're hoping that. But where do you see the potential first running back being taken off that board? Do you see that in the first round? Possibly somebody grabbing that guy? Or do you see that more in the back of the second round, maybe possibly third? Clemente, Game Time Brian, and Primetime Phil at the draft make you alert and ringtone sound. We them boys. Yeah, we get a lot of crap. I mean, I remember taking my girl to her first football game, and 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 I'm like, look, man, we're gonna go to this game, and really, it wasn't even a Cowboys game, so I was wearing my Cowboys
Hey,
stuff at a
Elena, how
different
are you?
game, and it's kind of funny because I'm like, look, man, we're gonna hear it from both sides. It's just how the Cowboys are, and the draft is no difference. The booing, once we get up there, the trash talking when you see other fans, and it's just
Yeah,
you
it'll
get it
be
from every
interesting.
single fan.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Like what I'm hearing is Detroit is pretty bad. It's not you cannot
It's a
uh,
sports town.
wander away
Yeah, no,
from.
no, no. The center. Yeah. It's
We
just
want to
yeah, we're gonna
stick
stay in
within the
center.
bubble.
Yeah.
Your first pick might be Tyler Nubin and Junior Colson. Yeah, I would be Ultra. I would be fine with it, man. Again, I'm fine when not drafting running back until the third or fourth round.
I mean,
We have too many needs.
I'm just a big me personally. Obviously, I see a lot of these tackles. I see a lot of these potential wide receivers. I just, to me, am very much in love with a possible center at that 24th pick. If you're maybe trading back a couple of picks to pick up value and possibly still get that guy as he drops back, I just, to me, that would solidify a lot on your offensive line. I mean, sorry, but Tyler Biotis just wasn't that guy to push the line forward. And even though you have two all-pro guards on each side of him, it just did not make a difference with Tyler Biotis. So I don't want to draft that center in the middle of the draft. But then again, some of the potentials that are there with the Georgia and everything, it's not as bad as Tyler Biotis coming to us years ago.
Yeah. Ultra says another O-line hint. The Cowboys average 158.
I love Bass.
Yeah, rushing and 2. Yeah, I love Tyler Bass and
TJ Bass. Yeah.
Yeah, TJ Bass. I hope it's not Tyler Bass. Yeah.
Well, that's that combo. When you put Tyler on that side, you put TJ Bash. It's that Tyler Bash combo. That's what you're talking about. I see. You're already talking about the future, man.
Yeah, well, I'm looking at my internet. It goes from excellent, and my wife just said, oh, maybe there's an update that I didn't see. So that's possible on my Alienware. But it's saying excellent, good, no data, poor. So it's all over the place. I apologize, people. But yeah, TJ Bass, he's getting work at center too, they're saying. So who really knows what it's going to be? I think Trey
you could
Benson
also
would
take
be the closest thing to
me. You could also wait, and if you're not even going to take that, maybe take a guard and transitions, especially if you got a guy like Graham Barton. Just a lot of potential, man. It's just, let's be real, man. These big dudes are sexy this year, and I really want to get one of those and date one of those for the next 4 years. So,
you want to date one, huh?
Yeah. Maybe put a future with that 5th-year option and the extension and stuff like that. But as of right now, man, I just think there's a lot of sexy potential picks there for big guys. Not going to be flashy.
Tough Pioneer.
Not going to be the guys that the jerseys are going to be flying off the shelf. But the people that are running behind him, the quarterbacks that are throwing behind these linemen, those are the guys you're going to be buying because, man, they can make some headlines with these offensive line. I just want to build it great again.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I definitely hear you. So we're about a week from now, we'll be live streaming from somewhere, I would imagine. I know that's Mark's plan. Night 1 of the draft, he wants to be. It's the night before the draft. We would pick up Phil. Get back to the hotel by 5:30ish, probably. By the time we get you, if your plane lands at 4:30, probably get back to the hotel by 5:30. Get comfortable. He's going to want to do a live stream at some point in the evening. So
yeah, hell yeah, I got my laptop, I got my screens are extended.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to want to do something.
Yeah. But did you happen to hear the Stephen Jones interview on the Fan? I was going to play it, but I think that's asking too much.
I saw the one that he was talking about the all-ins and the pushing the cap to the budget and max the contracts within a certain time frame, having to hit certain parts of the month in order to be able to afford other things. I'll give it to him. It makes sense, but I don't know, man. The guy's just full of baloney most of the time. I just can't. It's one of the things that he's the boy that cried wolf. He's cried all this crap before, and how the hell am I going to believe him the moment that he actually makes some sense or anything like that? So, yeah, I could see that whole reset thing, and again, where you talked about we'll never be kind of that middle of the pack, Jason Garrett
Yeah, I
era
don't
type
think
of
that we
shit.
will. I think the worst case, Phil, is around 500, just because we draft so well. I have a few people. Oh, you guys don't draft good. And yeah, we
No, we
do.
drafted amazingly.
Most of
Drafted
our team
amazingly.
is
Yeah.
draft, so
Yeah.
staying.
Hey man, we know we're just kind of going through it, the flow, because Brian's internet is kind of in
It's
and out.
bad. It's real bad. I don't feel like redoing it again. But as soon as I'm done the stream, I will be looking for updates. I'm normally on top of that, so I don't know. Vegas agrees with Stephen Jones. Cowboys have the best odds to win the East. Yeah, don't tell facts to anybody, Ultra. Let them feel all chesty, and when their shitty defense comes out again and they lose 7 of 8, yeah, they're gonna. Let's face it, the Eagles are probably gonna get smoked opening week in Brazil, so that'll be a good start to the season. The Friday,
Man, I like that.
the Friday of the. First Friday of the football season, they're going to be spitting a bit in Brazil. So supposedly Brazil is Eagles are not allowed to wear their green because it's like against the law, and I don't know, something with that color in that stadium. I don't know, because of the local soccer team. Who the hell knows?
Yeah, I know. It just seems like, let's be real. It seems like someone with the NFL would have kind of looked
It
that
needs
up
a
or
blue
figured
pill,
that out.
right, Ultra?
I'd
I'd be better
just
on the beach.
wear your black jerseys. You'll be fine, man.
Yeah. Fucking ridiculous. I'm annoyed. Primetime, Phil, you have
No,
any?
I haven't. I haven't played any Hell Drivers. No.
Reboot and update and have Phil open a stream. Yeah, right. You want me to do that?
What? Well, if you reboot, you just have to reboot the computer. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it needs the rebooting and stuff like that.
Well, I restarted, but you're talking about like what? Because it's no data.
No.
now.
I don't. Oh, is it? It's not going.
Yeah. Let's see.
I mean, I would say maybe restart the whole computer. When's the last time you restarted the computer?
I just did it.
Oh, you restarted the kicks in.
So what do I do then here?
No, nothing. It'll
I'm not
kick back
talking to
on.
you. Hold up, Tina.
Yeah, she can go ahead, but
I'm talking to him.
yeah. So guys, I if you hang on, it'll pop back on. Once the internet pops back on, it'll just reconnect and continue the stream. Just mute yourself so that way you're not cussing and stuff. Son of a internet, like that. Yes. Neighborhood, everybody getting on it all
again
at the same time. Everybody gets home and
But what I'm saying is, she's not live streaming either. Now, how do I restart this? If I go back in,
if it's going, it should just connect and start going.
Because it's going. Yeah.
If you're on, they should hear you.
All right, can you hear me? Hopefully you can hear me. Let's see here.
Still showing it like turning on my side. Ooh, boom. Okay.
All right, we're back. Hopefully,
so I can hear you. I can hear you.
Yeah,
okay.
But it says
I could just see your eye bleed blue and silver.
Yeah, well, it's a little bit delayed. So it should be good. So hopefully that's better, people. I apologize. Okay. Welcome to the shit show. I restarted my whole internet. I should have done that first.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot better. It's going nicely.
All right, Phil. So as we were talking,
which part?
I don't know. just start talking, man. All right, let's look at. Well, we were talking about the NFL draft with the 24 pick. What do you honestly think is going to happen there?
Man, I think this is a good year that they could drop back. I think there's a lot of guys there at that drop that they could be there at the 28th through 30th position. But I could see this year being the year that they do drop back. If not, man, I definitely, it's going to be for a guy that they weren't expecting to drop, whether it's, maybe, Barton, keeps popping up on my mock draft, but if you're a real, if you're a real NFL scout, I think that's a guy that goes higher on your draft board just because of his versatility across that offensive line. So where other people value him than where PFF values people, I think that's a huge difference sometimes. And But if a guy that's sitting there, I think that's the only way that they really sit there and pick guy that they did not expect. Maybe one of those top 10 guys, maybe the edge rusher that G keep talking about with the LSU, USL. No. Wait, hold on.
UFL.
No.
What are you talking about?
UCLA. Sorry, thank you.
UCLA.
Man, there it is. Golly.
Latu.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
he's another guy who they say is dropping.
yeah.
So again,
But the question is, why are they dropping it?
It's health reasons. It's health. It's all health reasons. Latu supposedly has some sort of hip issue. Jackson Powers Johnson has concussion issue. Obviously, the linebacker out of NC State, what's his name? Peyton Wilson. He's dropping because he's had 11 surgeries since high school. So
man, that's a lot. Every year you have something. It's just, I mean, you're eventually going to be drafted now, whether it's in the back of the second, third, whatever. But man, that is a big investment to give a guy that his instincts are amazing. To watch him play, it's he's very fast to react. It's just, again, are you available for your team to take advantage of you? If you're not, then yeah. I mean, the last 2 seasons, it was his right ACL. I mean, it wasn't like it was a different ACL.
Yeah.
It was the exact same thing. And then the previous 2 years before that was the shoulder. So it's just like, all right, well, when he gets to injury, then it repeats itself, and then he goes on to the next injury. So to me, it's just that is a big question mark. And that's exactly a draft that Dallas would do in the second round.
I did hear that too, that Ultra says Latu is medical. He had the medical retire from the University of Washington because of a neck. So we don't need more necks. Now, I think he's more of a 3-4 guy, but still, he's in my opinion, he's one of the best, just pure pass rushers in the draft.
He doesn't have very much, like, in the sense of like, oh, he's spinning and juking and do it. No, he's just a bull rushing dude that, like, occasionally makes a move, and so it's just a very good pass rusher. But I see other guys in this draft too that are pretty good pass rushers. So I'm not jumping up into the draft to get into these guys. I'm waiting and maybe even dropping back again. I can't emphasize that enough, man.
Newman and
both shoulders. Was it both shoulders, Vinny? I thought it was the same shoulder.
Who's that?
Damn. He's talking about Peyton Wilson.
Yeah. Again, I don't want no part of Peyton Wilson. Sorry, there's a lot of guys in this draft. Give me Junior Colson.
If he's dropping, like, if he's in the 5th round or something like that, No. I know that. But you never know. Like, let's just say something like that was to be like that. But
yeah,
I mean, somebody else is obviously picking him.
He's still going in the 4th. All right. So
and we just don't get that 4th round draft pick. Like,
right. We don't have a 4th, so we don't get him. No,
we don't get him.
If he's healthier than Jalen Smith, we'll take him, right, David Cowboy? Exactly. I only seen us win 9 or 10 games, but making the playoffs. Darlene, we'll see. It's way too early. Just remember, next month, right about now, is when they do the schedule release. So, of course, we'll be there for that. It'll be exciting. We'll be able to we know who we play, right? But we don't know when our bye week is. We don't know who we're going to play opening week. We don't know who we're going to play on Thanksgiving. We don't know. The hard, stretches.
That'd be crazy, Mark.
What's that?
Oh, Mark Hutchin says Trey Lance will get traded. Being interesting. That'd be very interesting.
You think so, Mark? What, during the draft?
That'd be pretty cool. I mean, that wouldn't be bad. That wouldn't be a bad move.
I don't see it. I don't see it. They gave up a 4th round pick.
Let's just say I see that before I see Dak trade. How about that?
Yeah, I would agree with that. Dak's not going anywhere right now.
Yeah, exactly.
I like the idea of playing Trey a lot. He's going to play a lot in the preseason OTAs. He's going to get a hell of a look. And, I got news for you. They may be a little more reckless with Dak, knowing they got Trey. Before there was
I agree, Ultra.
What's that?
He says Trey Lance is starting QB in 225. That's what I'm saying. It's just, that's why, when you talk about his accuracy, I mean, it's never negative. That's what I think. I don't hear negative comments about his play, his accuracy, his decision making. You hear a word in the street from Broadus and them that if he had not gotten injured in San Francisco, that he would still be the starting quarterback most likely. So that says a lot. And it wasn't just the system, but how does this coaching staff? I think that's something we have not heard of. We have not heard of what this coaching staff thinks about Trey Lance. It wasn't Mike McCarthy trying
You
to
didn't hear
trade
any.
for him.
We haven't heard any negative, right?
No, that's exactly. We haven't heard negative.
Normally, you would hear negative. Listen,
Yeah.
again,
That's true.
I'm not here. I'm not putting Trey
Jerry,
Lance over Dak. I'm just making a statement. We already
that would-
drafted our quarterback. His name is Trey Lance.
If that would be okay with me, I would be okay with walking away and having him put in place and trying at least that. And even if you're not drafting a first-round quarterback, at least that guy had potential first-round draft pick status that you can move forward with that guy and build around him. I mean, going forward, Trey Lance, I'm sorry, is not going to be demanding $50-something million. If maybe 20-something to 30.
And as soon as you say that, Phil's internet stops. As soon as we say that, Phil's internet locks up. This is a deposit to move out of E-Third country so your internet works better. Just kidding.
Getting
you locked up.
Okay, that's it.
But my stream is good, so it has to be you.
Okay, that's what it is.
I'm serious.
No, what I'm saying is with Trey.
It is. What a shit show tonight. Thanks, Brad. I appreciate it. I'm not good when shit goes south, but yeah, my stream is good, so I don't understand. I would tell you if it wasn't. So, but you locked up on me. So
no, I was just saying that what's your intention? I mean, let's say you were to sign Dak to a long-term deal. What's your deal with Trey? Is he the type of guy that thinks that, okay, no, I'm going to stay the backup? No, I just assume that he would want to be a starter somewhere. So, I mean, I can't think that he'd be okay with staying back and being the backup.
Yeah. And they actually threw Trey more money. He's making a little over $5 million this year, 5.4, I want to say. So
let me ask you a question. Let's say they were to move away from Dak. They let the year play out. Trey goes through this year, his final year, to sign him to an extension to be your starter for at least a couple of years to try that experiment or whatever, and then you can still move on by bringing somebody else in. What do you think that number would be?
Well, Trey? Here's the deal. If he doesn't play it down this year, there's a chance he will sign a 1-year deal, and because if he doesn't have, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I mean. Here's the deal. I mean, after this year, they're not both going to be here. I think, let's be honest. It's either going to be Trey or it's going to be Dak. It's not going to be both. I don't see how it can be unless Trey agrees to a 1-year, $7-8 million. But is Dallas going to pay that? If that means they're paying Dak 58, whatever the hell the number is.
What were they paying Cooper? I mean,
$3 million.
$3 million, right? So I mean, his potential, I think you'd be okay with paying him 5 to 6.
I mean, he's making 5.4 this year, Trey Lance.
Yeah.
So think about that. We're paying Dak 55 because we redid that we flipped a little switch. So he's getting 55. Cooper's getting 3. So that's 58. So we're already allotting $63 million to our quarterback position this year.
Yeah.
So that's why,
I just when I look at him, I just like, when we talk about that 5th-year option, remember the 5th-year option was like 24 something, almost 25 million. That's the number I would see that he would be around with unproven, with just, you're a first-round talent, you're going to be our starting quarterback. That way we stick you with, if you do well, you're paid and we're doing well in our salary cap. But if you're not doing well, you're at least paid. So, somebody, either way you benefit.
Right.
So like, to me, I think that would still be the number. I mean, if you'd still be paying him around that same amount, but at least now with the salary cap, it'd be hitting maybe 12, 13 million on the cap. So I just think it's just so much swings open when you get an unproven guy. Unfortunately, unproven guy like Trey Lance.
Yeah. Brad, I wouldn't be so sure, buddy. I'm not going to close the door on it because they have not re-signed Dak. Now, if you saw my latest videos, there is something to be said about signing Dak once the year starts. I've heard that multiple times whispered And then Steven came out and basically, he didn't say it yesterday, but he basically, the people inside the building are like, they expect Dak to be there, but it's almost like the ownership is waiting for Dak to mess up, or they're still waiting to see something. So it is what it is. I don't care. At this point, I don't care which way it goes. I just don't think, but all I'm here to say is they're both not going to be here in 2025. Trey may go and sign a big deal, and we'll get a third-round comp pick. That could be Brad. That's very possible. He could play a couple games this year. Dak gets nicked up, looks good. Somebody's going to give him there's going to be a team out there that's going to want to invest decent money, enough to get us the third round. And you would say, okay, you've improved.
I would agree. Because Vinny's right. He's definitely going to get paid more than 25. Somebody, even with the unprovenness, is going to pay that.
Right.
Is easily going to pay that. Now I'm gonna say this with Arturo. He says, what are the most re-signed Mike McCarthy's next year? Who's going to be the coach if they don't re-sign him? I look forward to this year. Like a lot of people are downing, the lame duck hole coach and the quarterback. But guess what? Dak's proven in his history that when he's on that contract year, he balls.
Right.
Now, Mike McCarthy, through his history, has shown in his contract year, he has balled as well. So the combination of those two in their first year, guess what? They kicked ass. I look forward to their second year, on their contract years, on their prove-it years. Every time that the Dallas Cowboys have betted against Dak in their final year, Dak has come up in the winning side of this. So to me, I would love Dak to have more leverage and stuff. That means he did something with that season with possibly, not a whole lot of moving in the free agents market, which, their hands were tied in a lot of ways. But, they just got a lot of proof.
They do. So what's up, Mark? You all ready? You were blowing us up while we were live. So sorry about that. I'm sure Phil will get to you after we're done the show. All right, well, let's listen. I had a long run sheet, and I was going to bring this up, bring that up. After the internet issues, now it's fine. I will be doing that from now on. I will be resetting it totally. I never really had to worry about that, but the last couple of streams have been pretty janky. But what we're going to do, people, we are going to let Phil do some mock drafts here. Maybe I'll do one in the end. Everybody loves mock drafts, so let's just do that. All right, let me pull the screen up here. Zoom multi-view. Let's restart. How many rounds do you want to do, Phil? I normally do 5, but it's up to you.
Let's go 5. 5's fine.
All right, 5. Yeah. Here we go.
And then potentially it means I could trade 6 and 7 and
have
no problem doing it. What you
doing? All right, here we go. We are on the clock.
Okay, go later.
No, we're not. I'm saying.
Yeah.
Brian Thomas went to the Colts. Wow.
Okay, so I'm seeing it come up. Drake May is like number 2. Joe Alt went to the okay, they went offensive lineman. They don't even have a quarterback to go, but that was interesting. Oh, Daniels goes to Vikings, same colors. Another shoe. Mims,
well, the Vikings must have moved up. Oh no, he lasted till 11. Yeah, it's not going to happen this way, but these names will be gone, so it doesn't really matter. They're all the names are going. So this is what we're looking at. We're looking at Johnny Newton, Byron Murphy, Nate Wiggins, Graham Barton, Jackson Powers Johnson, Tyler Guyton.
Okay. What were the trade offers if they were?
Okay. Offer. They want us to drop to 50. This is yeah. Reject that. Now this one is pretty nice. This is the next one. This is pretty good, but you give up 24 and 216, you get 36, 69, and 105. So you'd be dropping to 37. But then you get an extra second, or I guess a third and a 4. You get a 2, a 3, and a 4 for your 1 and 6 or 7. And then the last one is 27 and 66 for 24 and 87. So we're just not getting a 4th round pick, but we are improving slightly.
I gotta see when you click on it and stuff. I'm watching the stream and there's a delay. So right now it's still sitting on the Chargers pick.
All right.
So it's gonna click, okay, 27, 22. Okay. I don't like that one. Don't like the Arizona's one. I don't want to give up something.
Yeah. I'm with you.
Man.
We would have to drop to 37.
See, I don't like it. I don't like getting out of the ones where I think these are potential guys. There's going to be like a Zach Martin guy that's going to have
stick.
potential things. So we're going to go ahead and stay. And this time I'm going to switch it up. I'm not going to go with my guy, Jackson Power Johnson.
You didn't last time.
Yeah. Did I not go last time?
You went Barton.
Did I go Barton? Okay. Shit. Maybe then I do. Maybe then I do.
Just go with what you want. Who cares what anybody else says?
So what I'm going to do is I am going to switch it up, and I am going to go offensive lineman further down in the draft, and I'm going to go with Byron Murphy from Texas, my defensive tackle, to really kind of anchor, a problem that we have in this defense, and hopefully help with the running game and change what Hankins was bringing, at least with a fresher guy.
Glad McConkey. Barton went 34. Newbin 36. Wow, they went to Washington. Tyler Newbin. Trey Benson gone. Ooh. Wow. Eagles. Edgerrin Cooper. Eagles are lighting it up. Edgerrin and
that's how you know it's the mock.
All right.
Yes, Kingsley. Man, that's a good pick for Washington. Washington is keeping it real too, man.
You got a trade offer. 56 and 216 for 59 and 127, which is pretty good. Drop 3 spots and you get 127.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it.
You're only dropping 3 spots.
Yeah, I like it. I can do that.
Now I'll just reject it and we'll go. Okay, this is what we're looking at, Phil. Obviously, we took our D tackle, so we are looking at I'll just scroll down.
I agree. I agree with you. M4 Mad Man, is that basically what it is? But with 4s in there,
Madman, yeah.
I would agree, man. Offensive line to me all day. I'm just why I'm switching it up. If you've seen our mock drafts, I have picked offensive line and it has gotten sick. And people are like, "Man, come on, Phil, change it up." So I picked defensive tackle in the first, but definitely don't want them to go that direction. Okay, so what picks do I have?
You got right now we're looking at 59, 87, 127, 174. So we were able to recoup our 4th round pick. So we're sitting here at 59. Then our next pick is at 87. So we got 1 pick in each round. So we already took Byron Murphy. So now,
you know what? It's going to be unpopular.
And I'll look
it's going to be unpopular with them. Let's go for center. And I'm going to probably most likely, it's going to be one of those things. I think a lot of times with the same thing, we got really lucky when it came to Tyler Smith and being able to come back and get him for a guy that, he's not going to be until a second, third round. So I'm going to go and grab my center now. I'm going to grab Georgia's Von Prawn.
Is that who you want? Okay.
That's who I'm going to take. Even though it's showing him a little bit later, I want to take him now.
No.
And
again,
let's get
people,
him. Let's get the center of both of our lines situated. We still got Tyler Smith in its spot. So if we can get a tackle in this next round or linebacker, I am going to be very happy.
Well, just remember, we are picking towards the bottom of the round. So you have to, it's not too early. People want to say too early. If you want a specific guy, it's not too early. Yeah. It's just not. Okay, here, let me see. All right, we are on the clock again. We have Byron Murphy and Von Prong Granger. Who would you like me to look up?
I'm looking at my tackles. Now I'm going to look at see if there's anybody left.
Well, what, offensive tackle?
Offensive tackles.
Okay. Roger Rosengarten, Blake Fisher. Again.
Not a bad one.
But if you're looking at Junior Colson sitting there.
Ooh, see, that's what I was saying. It's either going to be tackle or you're going to be linebacker. And you know what? At this value,
this is
and
the
at
all
this
right
pick,
here, Phil. This is the top value. Junior Colson's number 2 on the board. And then I would say Roger Rosengarten.
man, do I take my tackle or do I take my
Do you remember they
linebacker?
like this offensive tackle? Maybe we could hunt him down. They brought him in, Matt Gonsalves out of Pittsburgh. He was a 30 visit. He's a guy that is rising on boards, but we like to.
Oh man,
So we could always wait on tackle and maybe try and get a guy like him. But hey, it's your draft, man.
So the guy that I am really I'm battling with when it comes to this is of course at this pick I think Junior Colson would be an amazing pickup, especially a guy that can help with that running game. And let's be real, man, we're picking another thing that can help with our running game. He's a guy that doesn't miss tackles. When you see him, most of the time he's bringing down the guy. So to me, you're getting a lot of value, but then again, it's just, man, who's my tackle? What am I going in with the season? As much as I'm sitting there loving that Junior Colston pick, I might have to go with Yale's tackle, Kyron.
Yale, he's not there. Oh
No.
Oh yeah. Kyron,
Yeah, is he there? See. So those are my two battles right now. This would be a possible time where I would pick as a Cowboys. I would try to trade back up into this round to possibly get both guys because I'd be so battled and torn. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and stick with my gut. And I'm going to go ahead, go linebacker, and go Junior Colston at this pick because you're going to get a lot of value for the 3rd round draft pick. As much as I want my tackle, I think that's going to be such a valuable piece to a defense.
Well, we got a pick coming up at 127. So
we'll see what's
again. They're really high on TJ Bass, so just remember that our tackle might be in the building already.
Yeah, but I mean, Tyler Smith can go out. You got TJ Bass right there.
Not to mention, we got 5th round Asim Richards, who was drafted to take that spot. Okay. Yeah. Not to mention Matt Waletzko. We have a lot of bodies in the building. So it's not like.
Thank you, Brad. Thank you guys.
Brad loves it. It's not like, that I'm telling you, I'm thinking they're not going to do as much offensive line. I think if they get one, it'll be 1st round and maybe one later.
At least a good one, man. If you give me a good one, man, I'm like, I would be okay. I'd be okay. Let's go defense, whatever.
All right, here we go. We got Byron Murphy, Cedric Granger, and linebacker Junior Colson. We are on the board. So what position are you looking for? And I will.
To me, right now, I'm sorry, I'm going to keep going back to this. And it is screaming to me right now. So go ahead and show me what the tackle is. But right now, that running back from Wisconsin is sitting there, and I think he would be a great pickup. And I'm sorry, but as just much as Foreman comes in and signs, as much like Jones did last year, Ronald Jones, with that signing, and you're possibly going to walk away from him as well. But this would be the guy.
All the tackles have been wiped out. You got Christian Jones out of Texas. I like him.
Oh, you know what? Yes, you know what? That's it. I'm going to get my running back at the next round, and maybe Marshawn Lloyd is going to, but I'm going to take Christian Jones from Texas, and that would be a great pickup in a deeper.
Well, let me go back to the top here. I don't know what happened here. So okay, we got just a look real quick. Kyrie Jackson's still there. Nice.
Corner, not bad, but
Jared Wiley, the tight end's there. Offensive guard. Let's see here.
I'm hoping that I can get my running back possibly in the next round.
Ellis
with that pick.
Is there.
But I'm gonna pick my tackle, man. I'm gonna pick.
I'm looking for him.
Yeah.
I'll just go to offensive tackle. And you want?
I know.
Christian Jones?
Yep.
All right.
That's exactly who I'll take. Now,
because they got Caden Wallace too. I heard he's pretty good too. But I'll give you Christian Jones. Here we go.
Trust me, if Ellis is sitting there, there's a good one. There's a nice pass rusher, but no, man, I love that as a big offensive line tackle.
Well, we're gonna do
a guy that can probably
a couple
push
of them, guys. So we'll just see how this one pans out. We have one pick
Team
left.
ass next year, Jermaine.
We have. Thanks, Jermaine. Welcome to the show.
So supportive.
There goes my running back.
I don't know if you're gonna be ass, but they're gonna be close to it. So who was your running back?
Well, at that point,
Allen?
No, I'm not a big Braylon Allen guy.
Oh, really? He's a bruiser.
I like
big
him, but he's not my guy. I like other guys. But all right, so what are we looking for here? You want running back?
I want to look and see what we have at the running back position
It's
here.
pretty much
maybe linebacker.
Running back is just at this point. You got Isaac Garenda, the guy who ran real fast. You got Blake Watson, a Tony Pollard clone from Memphis. You got a bunch of most likely, the rest of these guys will be just free agents.
Yeah,
so.
Honestly, I would probably pick up a Dylan Johnson later on afterwards, if not at the end of the draft. So if anything, I would probably go.
You want to go defense here? You got Christian Boyd.
I was.
Edge rusher,
I love my
let's
defense.
look. Edge rusher. Gabe Murphy. Corner. Not much happening here except probably defensive tackle.
Yeah, I might go defensive tackle, but I'm seeing what else is on the board here.
If you go wide receiver, not much. Offensive tackle.
Solomon Byrd is not a badass. He's a pretty badass edge rusher.
Defense.
But I think I'm gonna go defensive tackle. And it's a really big, I keep telling you how I love Northern Iowa's Boyd. But if I was I was going to go back and forth between Boyd and of course Randolph. I would probably go Randolph. I still need another body in that defensive tackle position. So I would probably pick what's on the top of that board and Keith Randolph Jr.
Okay, there it is. All right, there it is. So
might have been the linebacker there, but
Byron Murphy, Von Prawn, Colson, Christian Jones. What I like about it is we stayed in the middle of offense and defense. So that's good there. Now I'm going to do a mock, and then we'll probably end up with Phil to do one, and then we'll call it. But I want to get my hands on one. We'll let Phil, now that he got his feet wet, he can do another one, and then we'll wrap her up. But all right, let's rock and roll, people. You know me, Captain Trade Down.
There we go.
I like to ride, baby. Pause.
Here we go. Here we go.
Maybe I'll stick and pick. If they don't offer me nothing, I'll stick and pick. That's what I'll do. Jackson Powers Johnson went early. Graham Barton went early. Wow.
Ooh.
Look at that.
Thank you, guys. Seriously, I appreciate that. I just hope that they could pick something like that's what I'm saying. It's like I've seen some guys drafts where I'm sitting there going, man, okay, some defensive tackle linebacker.
Caleb Williams, Drake May, Jaden Daniel. Oh, look, there it is. Minnesota traded all the way up. Marvin Harrison, Malik Neighbors, Joe All. Everything's good, right? Roma Dunze, Fuaga, Terrion Arnold, everything looks good here as far as players coming off the board. Jackson Powers, Johnson, 19, Latham, 20. This would be literally the worst case scenario for the Cowboys.
That's something I could see. That's why, when they're devaluing what the center position, I still see that. It depends on someone's need,
Well, guess what? Game Time ain't staying here. He's not.
Getting out of here.
I don't know what I'm going. All right. 29 and 73. Okay. 42, 59, and 247. I can't do that. I can't drop it that far. So we're going to accept this trade right now, and then we're going to see if we can do something else, people. I just really improved my stock a little bit. 42 and 59. Now we're talking. 54. I'm not doing that. I'm going to do this, people. I'm going to drop from 29 to 42. And then we're going to make our picks. So here we go. Everybody's going to panic. Oh, you drop down to the 40s. Just wait and see. Just wait. Calm down. take a breath, and we're already on the clock. No, we're not. We're not doing this, and we're not doing that. Even though I probably would have done that.
Oh man.
All right. Tyler Newbin is on the board. Wow. Let's see here. So what are my picks? 42, 56, 59, 73, and 87. Okay. So we got 5 picks coming up quick. I think if this were to happen, I believe that they are going to go with Zach Frazier. Boom.
Oh, I was like, Bo Nix? Hell yeah. Oh no. So okay.
Bo Nix is off the board. Tyler
No, I
Newbin
know.
went. Tyler Newbin is gone. But we got our starting center, people. We got our starting center with the drop down. No, we're not doing that. No, we're not doing that. All right. So now we got our center, okay?
I like it.
So now we're looking. Michael Hall Jr., I really like him. He plays in a 3-4. I don't know that they would take him. I'm not sure. Malachi Corley, I love me some Malachi Corley. I'm gonna stay away from running back right now. Braden Fisk, they did not bring in. I don't know that they would do that. Junior Colson, Ricky Pearsall. Let's look at our picks. All right, we get 56 and 59. What should we be hunting here? What should we be hunting? I'm thinking D tackle, right? Maybe D tackle, running back, linebacker. Wide receiver. Maybe we get a wide receiver here, people. Maybe we get a wide receiver. Malachi Corley or Ricky Pearsall out of... I'm going to roll the dice on the wide receiver, and I am going to go. I'm going to switch it up. I've been taking my defensive tackle. Now, what do you know about Leonard Taylor? Do you know anything about him? What kind of defense do you think he's going to play in? Can easily compress
4-3, 4-3 interior defense tackle. I mean, he definitely was effective in Miami. Kind of reminds me of Leonard Williams a little bit.
Okay,
I guess.
All right. Well, what I'm going to do here, people.
Benny's like, no.
All right. This is what we're going to do. We're going to roll the dice here. We're going to go Malachi Corley now. We're going to get our wide receiver. We're going to get a wide receiver, people. I'm telling you, we're getting a wide receiver. We're already on the clock again. We got to pick at 59 and pick again at 73. We are going to go with a linebacker, Junior Colson, right now. We got our linebacker. We got our wide receiver. We got our offensive center. Let's see here. Eagles got Von Pron. Okay, we are on the board again. Reject. Okay, we're sitting. We got our center. We got a wide receiver because of the drop down, and we got our linebacker. So we got 2 picks coming up in the next 15. So let's look and see here, okay? Braden Fisk. We could double down and go with a Christian Mahogany. I know they really like him, offensive guard. But do we do that? We got our linebacker, Roger Rosengarten, Jeremiah Trotter Jr., but we took our linebacker, Tavondre Sweat. I don't think they would go Sweat here. Mike Sanistril makes a lot of sense. What I'm going to do here, people, is I'm going to take the best defensive lineman on the board. I don't really care if they like him. This guy's a beast. We're going to go Braden Fisk here.
That's who I would have gone with.
So I'm sorry. I need to do what's right for the team, not what they want to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know that they don't like him, but
they will start to like him.
How do you not like him? All right. So we got our center. We got a wide receiver. We got a linebacker. We got a defensive tackle. Look who's still on the board, people. Jonathan Brooks with the ACL. Let's just look at it. Running back Brooks. That's a no-brainer to me.
Yeah, I would go that.
I'm just going to look around. Let's look at edge. Okay, Jonah Ellis, that's a little early for him. Listen, people.
I think if you take Jonathan, I think your draft ends up being a difference maker of a type of draft. I mean, mine are guys that are going to add to what the playmakers are doing, while your guys have potential
I could see that,
be
Ultra.
playmakers.
I mean, I could see that. He says I should have taken
Newbin.
Yeah,
I mean, it's pretty impressive. It was a good draft.
But listen, Ultra, if indeed they want a center, now I could see where they don't draft a center at all, people, and Ultra's right. We take a Tyler Newbin, and then we roll with TJ Bass or Brock Hoffman. I could easily see that. I went with Zach Frazier because I think he's a nasty MFer as center. We know TJ Bass can be that swing guard and be the replacement, hopefully, for Zach Martin when he leaves. I like the idea. I mean, I like it. I mean, that's it. Remember, we still have a 6 and 2 7s after that. So we're going to do one more. I'm going to keep my mouth shut and let Phil do it. And then we're going to wrap it up. Because of the shitty start of this, we're going to do it. We love doing mock drafts, people. But I just want everybody to know that let's not get too caught up in names. We need.
Yeah.
So I've resigned myself to the fact that as long as we don't drop too far into the 40s, I would be okay if they were to do something like that. I don't think they will do something like that. I think they'll trade maybe once and then pick, and that's fine. And I like Tyler Newbin. I really do. I just, with all the pieces we have, I'd be surprised if they went that way, but not really with Mike Zimmer.
I'd be very surprised.
All right. This is what's on the board. Right now, you got Cooper DeJean, Johnny Newton, Graham Barton, Jackson Powers Johnson, Tyler Guyton. Basically what you're looking at. Tyler Newbin, 38. But your normal names. In this scenario, Phil, Barton and Jackson Powers Johnson is on the board. The trades, they got 33, 65, 101 for 24 and 87. Wow. I like that. Ooh, there's only one trade offer, and this is it.
What would I get?
You give up 24 and 87, but you get 33, 65, and 101. So you get your top of the rounds 4 or 3. Is that 3? 65. Yeah, so you get like a 2, a 3, and a 4. So you get that 4th. You're dropping.
You know what? I haven't done these trade and everything, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. Let's go ahead and trade it.
Okay.
Go ahead and drop down to the 33. I'm out of that second. I'm out of that first. In the second day, I'm the first pick coming out.
Both of the centers have
Cowboys
gone.
are on the clock. On the second day.
And now, all right. Well, we're going to reject that. We got one more trade here, 33, but you get 46 and 82. So you would have to drop 13 picks, but then you would grab 82. That's up to you.
I guess I got to see who we still
Well, right now, you're sitting at 33, 56, 65, 101, and 174.
Okay.
If you took the trade, you would have 46 and 82 added to that. But it's up to, it doesn't matter to me.
You know what? I am actually going to see, got 33, 60, actually, that's not bad. If I go,
basically, you're giving up a later 3 to get a 4. So I mean, you would get 5 top 80.
Yeah.
I don't care what you do.
You know what? I'm gonna go differently than that. In real life, I probably would have taken Barton or Jackson Power Johnson in that first round, but we're switching it up a little bit.
Wow,
but
look who's on the board.
What I'm gonna go with is I am actually going to go with Kingsley from BYU.
There you go. It's left tackle.
Yes. And that would be my left tackle, and I would be very happy with a guy like that as a left tackle.
I can't
being able to draft, drop back, get some picks, and get a guy like that. I love that.
Hey, Ultra, it's not a first round tackle. it's a second round tackle. It's a second. Oh, Eagles got Peyton Wilson.
There you go. It's right by Smith, Nolan Smith, and they can both be on the injured reserve together.
All right. You have 56 and 65. And there we go. You Cooper Beebe is there. Oof, oof, oof,
Oof, oof.
oof. Malachi Corley, Braden Fisk, Brandon Dorless. I love me some Brandon Dorless. Junior Colson, Ricky Pearsall. I love Pearsall.
Actually, I am going to oh man, like it would be hard for me not to want to take Cooper Beebe here. God,
Yeah,
that is
take him then. Take him.
Fisk is sitting there, which I would be big on that. Ruth from Clemson, that's another one. Man, you know what? I am a big, huge fan of Cooper Beebe, man. I would probably, even though I don't need a guard, I would probably take a guard just to figure it out.
Are you
Just to, I
taking him?
So with my next pick is 65, right? So I still feel good about getting a good defensive tackle at that
No,
position.
50. Yeah, 65, 101.
So I'm going to go ahead and take Cooper Beebe at this thing, and I want to have those issues. So and guess what? If Zach Martin retires next year, Cooper Beebe is that guy, and TJ Bass maybe is my center. So, or I decided teach Cooper how to do the center position because I think he'd be a pretty badass one too.
Got a trade here. I don't like it. 65 and next year's fifth for 80 and 97. Actually, it's not too bad for 80 and 97, but you'd have to drop down 15 picks. So you would get 80 and 97. So that's up to you.
Let me see what's on the board. You know what? No, I'm going to go ahead and reject this. I'm going to go ahead and reject it just because as much as I would love to, there's a guy set on the board. And again, if it's your guy there, you take it, And I'm going to take Fisk from Florida State because, again, this is another dude that is gigantic.
I don't know how they don't like him or not bring him in. I hope it's a smokescreen, people. Yeah. I really do. Because
that's who I would take in there.
Yeah, I already took him. He's gone. So.
Well, before you change your mind.
I'm hoping he holds out for you. One more.
Yes.
Oh wait, I thought we were on the board.
I think at 101, I think I have it.
Okay.
So we're getting there. We're getting there.
Ooh, Jaden Hicks almost made it. All right. Here we go. Blake Fisher's there. Wow. Kenny King. I like Kenny King. What are you looking for? We got right now. We're looking at we got a left tackle, we got an offensive guard, and we got our D tackle. So you're looking for what? Linebacker at this point? Linebacker.
I would be looking linebacker, running back, maybe wide receiver, cornerback is possibly depending on who's on the board.
Let's look at linebackers. The best one that they got wiped out is Jalen Ford.
You know what? I'm going to throw a curveball on this, and I am actually going to take. I don't have any trade offers, so I'm not going to worry about that stuff too much. But I'm going to take Kyrie Jackson from Oregon, the corner, and again, I want to make some confusion in a position. As much as some of these running backs, I probably would maybe trade. See, with that value, maybe I'll trade back to get maybe another one that's a little bit of value. I'm not sure what we can do there. Maybe we can possibly trade to maybe
we got 174. So I mean, I could offer a trade.
Go. Let's trade with maybe somebody that got 110.
Okay, so we need to go down. Oh, you know what? I only have a. Let's see here. 110 would be the Chargers. So let's see here. Propose.
What do the Chargers have other than 110?
They got 110 and 140, 181, 225. So, they have 105.
Okay, give me. Try.
110.
Yeah, see if they'll trade 110 and 140.
Nah, they won't do that.
For the 105 and my 170, whatever.
Whoa. You're at.
Or try.
You
or
have
try
101.
Yes.
So
And I'm trying to trade, but I'm trying to get 2 picks here. Try to
all
get
right. So what do you
their
want?
105. Try 105, 110 for their 101, 174. So you know what I'm saying? Their first 2 and my first 2 for current.
Nope.
No. So then I would just try maybe their 110, 140 or something like that.
Yeah, I would try that. Nope. So why don't we do this? Chargers 101. We'll go 110, 140. We'll throw in 244. Maybe we'll do that. We're not drafting that deep anyway.
Yeah, we're
Nah.
not drafting them. No.
Yeah, no, they said go scratch.
Okay, so anyway, so that's okay, man. I'm okay with picking my guy here. I was hoping maybe we could go corner. I would probably go corner because there's 2 guys sitting there. Maybe Kyrie Jackson as a corner, but maybe getting my running back now would not be a bad idea. To go behind that line and I can get that corner possibly dropping down. So let's go ahead and go and get my running back. We're gonna go Marshawn Lloyd from USC.
I like that. I like him a lot. I like him. I like him a lot. I like him.
Yeah. All right, I might be getting 174. Ooh, Curtis, that's a bold one. Well, Curtis says Allen is better than Benson. Ooh.
Braylon Allen. I don't know about that. To each his own. I'm not hating on the runner. He's just nothing explosive about him. He's just the ball. He just can run you over in short spaces. But I don't. To me, if you're going to take a running back, give me somebody with some home run. Marshawn reminds me a little bit of a Jahmyr Gibbs, a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. He puts his head down.
Yeah.
He's kind of like he's gonna hit you.
So I like it.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that, Madman. He said some say Lloyd doesn't have
Thanks,
very good
Brad.
vision. When I see him run, I've seen him really hit those holes very well. I mean, they tend to run in a zone. They were running kind of more. I mean, everything was kind of like you were assigned gaps and stuff. But once they hit there, I mean, he really ran really zone-ish. So, I've seen. It seems like he has vision, but maybe I've seen too much of the highlight part of it.
Yeah. All right, we are on a clock. We got Kingsley Suamatea, Cooper Beebe, Braden Fisk, Marshawn Lloyd. We didn't get our linebacker at all.
So right now, Cowboy Nation's ready to fire me.
Yeah, they're like this fucking guy. So,
So as I'm sitting here, we're looking at this board. I can kind of see it, so I'm not really sure. I mean, is it 177?
Small. Oof.
Yeah, he is, but at the linebackers and what they have there, maybe Washington's as well. But I would probably pick him out of those linebackers though too.
Liafu.
Yeah.
What do you know about this guy? Yeah, he's smaller too. Zion Fetui. Quick dismissment. I don't think we would take him because of Fahoko. So you want to go with Liafu?
Man, yeah. Honestly, to tell you the truth, it's one of those things. I would be real with you, man. I Cowboy Nation would not like me at all.
Now
I would probably take Christian Jones and be almost taking. I would almost take it just to give a backup plan for Terrence Steele. Terrence Steele's kind of been that iffy thing, and at least there'd be a solid backup coming in.
Aaron Casey is the top-rated player on the board, 6 foot 231, kind of short for them. Javon Foster, Jarvis Brownlee, Hunter Norzad.
Yeah, I'm not very excited about any of these guys. I'll be real.
Liafu. Yeah, this is where, it is what it is. That's just how the draft, if for only 174, this is kind of, but if you look at offensive tackle, let's just look at this real fast. This Caden Wallace, I heard the draft show, they were just to let everybody know, Brian Broaddus, the whole team it wasn't just Broaddus, it was all of them. They were comparing Christian Jones and Caden Wallace, and everybody said Caden Wallace has a way bigger upside. But they like Christian Jones, but his ceiling is not as high. You're getting a right tackle. That's what you're getting. This Caden Wallace, just to let everybody just
Ultra Cowboy. Yeah, you're right.
What did he say? He sucks, right?
He says if Phil was our GM, we'd have 7 picks and six of them would be offensive linemen.
You ain't wrong.
You're not
you
wrong.
can tell him to his face next week.
That's funny.
But I'm just bringing it up because
who's my wide receiver? Who we got wide receiver wise? Anybody there that's exciting at all?
Well,
Anybody tickles your fancy?
Not really. Bub Means that's a returner, 6'1", 212. He's
you already have what you call it there.
Yeah, you love you a turpentine. I'm ready to I'm ready to move on from him.
Hey, I'm interested to see how he does this year, man. Give me who do I have their quarterbacks and stuff?
Ooh, a quarterback. You got
Oh,
my guy's gone. But we got Sam Harton, but you can get him as a free agent.
I can get him way.
Yeah. Let's see here. Offensive center, Hunter Norzad. We can go Hunter Norzad and get our center.
Oh my God, this is like what did I fall into here?
Yeah.
What's
you doing up there? What you doing?
It's like where did I fall into, man? This is
just
terrible.
get a fucking linebacker so you
Yeah,
can say
by
you
this
got
point,
one. Or
yeah,
you get Brownlee. I like Brownlee, the corner.
I'm gonna go with the linebacker from listen to me.
Notre
Dame.
Yeah,
Notre
Dame. Because
I don't get the out of here.
There it is. There it is. So
and I don't want to pick another offensive lineman. Otherwise, it could be all like, man, we don't. We have to do.
I know.
Put you guys on separate planes.
That's
just
me.
way too much. And that's the thing is.
Turpin will be no better. Get the best player available. Yeah. But tell everybody. I reached out to Space Cowboy. He's going to join us. We're going to go on at 7. Is that good?
Yeah, 7:00 on Saturday. That's definitely fine. That's fine. I started
Saturday
working
night
on
at
the
7
overlays.
o'clock on Primetime, Phil. I actually don't want the Cowboys pick. I'm just going to be honest with you. But I think we should do it fair, and we'll draw numbers out of a hat. Like I'll write a 1, a 2, a 3, and I'll sign. I don't even know how it works out, but we'll have Phil 1 since it's his show, me 2, and Space 3. So whoever gets 1 gets 1.
Yeah,
4.
I would say I would take a wild guess with 1, and say that Caleb Williams would be number 1.
No, I mean, how
I know,
do this
because 1 would come back around and 1 would be,
No,
I wouldn't
just
be
mean
that
like
pick.
whoever gets
The
1
third
is going to pick
person.
4. Because it'll be 1, 4, 7. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So how would that work? 1, 4, 7, 10, 13. Anyway, I'm just curious. We'll figure it out. It'll be fun. But 8 o'clock on Primetime, Phil. Sorry about your stream tonight. I got distracted. I will have to start doing that because Phil, when I was doing a live stream the other day, it was doing the same thing. So that's telling me I need to restart my internet. My wife must wear it out all day. And then by the time I get home,
it was okay.
Yeah, and it's fine. Was it? It was fine for me. You ain't streaming.
When you're looking at emails.
Yeah, you're looking at emails and shit.
It was okay. Yeah.
But it was a brick. He just threw a brick up. But all right, everybody. I will be back to work tomorrow. I'm feeling better. Still not 100%. I'm still not, but it is what it is. I'll be back to work. And we will see you Saturday night, right, Phil?
Yeah, Saturday night, 7 o'clock Eastern, and we will have Space Cowboy on. And yeah, just like a tradition, we'll talk NFL draft like we were doing tonight, but actually, hopefully with better internet. But nothing's guaranteed either.
Yeah,
nothing's guaranteed.
Live and learn, people.
Get a kicker,
Live
Mark.
and learn. So
get a kicker. There you go. I draft all kickers.
We don't need a kicker. We got the best kicker in the league.
That's what I say. Just draft for kickers.
All right, everybody. We'll talk to you. Peace out. Bye.
Peace.
Hey, man. What? I'm Cork, this is me. We're gonna jump on that spaceship and get out of here. Let's go.
No judgment, shoot.
To smash that subscribe button. You know what? I'm gonna give it. I'll give it 4 out of 5 avocados. Korg?
I was raised by avocados.
Oh my God! Just kill me now.
Ho, ho, ho.
Green Giant.
Hey! We know each other. He's a friend from work.
I think it's going really well. I know. This is literally the first time I took my gun out of the holster. Right.
And that is why we need a triumphant video.